and all the reasons start to fade.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Reasons, the show where you can give your reasons why you think what you feel about what we're talking about today. We should know this, man. We say no.
Dear brother, how do y'all deal with erectile dysfunction when you're in a relationship?
I wouldn't know how to do it unless I had it. And remember, if they're talking about you behind your back, they behind you for a reason. Peace. I love y'all. Indeed. Yes, we're here. That's right, y'all. Y'all just reached Reasons on Fired Up Thursday. It's your boy Fuel.
Fat Boy in the building. You already know what type of time we on.
Black Lift in the house. Let's go.
That's what's up, man. We got a great show for you guys today. We got a lot on the list, man. We got a lot of stuff going on. We're going to talk about this list. Y'all know, y'all been seeing it on social media, the whole dating I know, right? The whole date list or whatever, what you would not or would do or whatever. I would just want to see how true it is. So if y'all in there, definitely you guys can call in and let us know what y'all think as well at Reasons Hotline. Yes, right. We got a hotline.
We got the hotline.
818-738-5683. That's 818-738-LOVE. You know what I'm saying? So we got that. So and don't forget, y'all, subscribe. Let's go. Subscribe. All right, man. So we got a big list on the. So we was talking earlier, you guys. Who we got? Letters in the house already. That's what's up.
Letter. Good evening.
What's up?
Oh yeah. And you know what? I wanted. Hey, the guys didn't know our numbers are going up.
Hey, Carletta.
So understand that we're making some moves. We're making some moves. The numbers are going up. All right.
Everybody tell somebody. Let's go.
I know, right? Hey, I guess I want to get on first, you guys. Let's talk about this mass shooting that's been going on. Fat Boy, you was telling me about it a little earlier,
Shit,
man.
I didn't really. Black Lip kind of threw me all off because Black Lip always kind of know more about this stuff because he don't. I may see it and hear it, and then I kind of posted a chat. Black Lip goes into more depth into it, but basically. He kind of he knows more about it, but basically there was a mass shooting in Lewiston, Maine, where a gentleman killed 16 people, man. And Black Lip knows more about it. I kind of after you said it, I didn't really want to touch on it no more because he just kind of caught a sucker stroke. But if Black Lip can kind of elaborate more on it, and then I'll get his name and all that shit right while he talk.
All right. I got his name. I just posted up his
name.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Liv.
So basically, the reporting that they had was a little bit off. He was not a firearms instructor. He was actually a petroleum specialist in the National Guard or the reserves. Mm-hmm. They've actually contacted the FBI. The FBI is in, and they've already gone through some of his information, and they say that the motive that he did this was that he was having some emotional issues and that he had just broken up with his girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
And so the two places that he went and shot up were places where they had went, mm-hmm. and where the first place, the bowling alley, there was supposed to be some kind of tournament or something going on there, and they're saying that he thought that she might have been there, so he went and shot it up. And then the bar that he went to, there's a reason that he picked that specific bar. It was because that was a bar that they had hung out together at.
Wow.
So they have the BAU, the behavioral specialist from the FBI.
Uh-huh.
They're combing through all the information, and so far that's what they have right now. The guy's still on the loose. They still haven't caught him. Mm-hmm. They don't know. He does have military training, and he was a marksman in the military, but we were all marksmen in the military. So, I mean, there are some that were better than others. But Yeah, he was not a firearms instructor.
Instructor, yeah,
But
okay.
the bottom line is he should not. He did have some mental health issues,
Yeah.
and he should not have been allowed to possess firearms at all.
Right. Okay. All
That's
right.
a whole nother topic, man. And I know we on. I kind of want to touch on that, man, because this is starting to become a thing. It's always this. It seems like it's a. I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but this should be sounding so outrageous to where, one, how did he even how did he even get a hold of those many firearms if he had just, because the news was saying that he was just released from a mental institution.
So he had been in the
that?
military for 20 years, so he could legally purchase the firearms. Where they fell behind is that once you're mentally committed, they're supposed to go to your home and retrieve all your firearms if they know that you have them. But there are some states that have passed laws against that because the pro-Second Amendment people are like, you still shouldn't be able to take my weapons regardless.
Right.
If you get committed on a mental, they're supposed to go to your home and collect all your weapons. Apparently, that
wasn't the case. And then this happened. That's crazy. Man.
Wow. And I have another opinion on that as well. But I mean, I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist either. But I've said it before.
Every time the Democrats in the motherfucking office, motherfuckers get shot. I'm sorry. I'm being honest.
No,
I don't know.
That's what it seemed like to me.
because I'm, like I said, I'm center left, but I'm pro 2A as well. And my thing is that these guys, these cowards, they pick soft targets where weapons are not allowed.
Absolutely.
They pick churches, they pick schools, they pick, places where weapons aren't allowed.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that everybody in there is going to be Rambo, but I tell you one thing, if somebody had been there like me, I would have tried to stop him.
Well,
sure.
With my firearm.
Just by what you're saying, a lot of this, people would think twice before they go into these type of places if those places was completely secured as they should be. You know what I mean? Big surroundings, big events and stuff like that should have some sort of security or whatever to the people would know that, hey, you go in there, you taking a chance of your life getting taken, and they might think twice. You know what I mean?
As I said, yeah, because they pick targets where firearms are prohibited.
Like you said, soft targets. I like that.
Soft targets, churches, schools, stuff like that, where you can't have, where you're not supposed to have a gun.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see. Let me change this font on here. I do not like this.
Hey, Carletta.
This Halloween font that's going on. I ain't with it. So we can read your comment a little bit better there.
There we go. Carletta says, Letter Joe says, so that means the people that were supposed to take them should be facing some charges as well. They didn't do their job. I agree. Of
course, but it's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely. And this is where I meant by, I know I went conspiracy theorist and I went crazy with the Democrat. What I meant by that is it just seems like a lot of balls are dropped. And it seemed like every time this happens, it's another attack on the Second Amendment. Because I'm pro Second Amendment myself. I think that is a big deal in America. But what happens is, I think that whoever is in control at the time is always basically trying to jeopardize the freedom to either bear arms or freedom of speech. I think those two things are always threatened and challenged against, and bearing arms more than ever. So I think we have these situations. It does two things. What it does is it makes them over police communities, because now we high on crime again. We high on gun violence and all this bullshit, even though it's mental health and other shit that's going on. But what will be promoted in the media will be gun violence. And when you take your attention off of him, most of the time when you think gun violence, you think inner city communities. So that's one thing that happens on that side. Then on the other end, then gentlemen like yourself or myself who understands the value of protecting or having a firearm when you can use your brain properly, right? And you're not trying to kill people, where it can save not only your family, your life, your family's life, but people around you. Like you said, Black Lift, when they go in these places with these soft targets and they come to seek to destroy. You get what I'm saying? So I think that it challenges everything, right? Because now as a congressman or as a lawmaker, now I have to be strong on guns, right? And the guns is not the issue. It's the people that we're allowing to carry the guns. But I think that whoever is in the office at the time, I think they pay more attention on the actual act than the people who are doing it. And then it just challenges everybody.
Okay, so Fat Boy, one thing I'm going to say is that I kind of think you're missing the narrative. The narrative that you're taking is a little bit off. And what I say by that is that even with Democrats, if you read the legislation that they're putting forth, it's basically to ban assault weapons and high capacity magazines. If you look at the video of that man that went in there as a shooter, he had an AR-15, bro. That mug had a 200-round magazine, my guy. Okay? Why do we need weapons of war on the streets? If he would have had a shotgun or a handgun, he would not have been able to have that capacity of rounds. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's where the disconnect comes in. People think that Democratic legislators are trying to infringe on your Second Amendment rights, and that's not the case. If you read any of the legislation they put out, it's for high capacity magazines and assault weapons.
Yeah.
You don't need, bro, I can protect my house with a shotgun and my 9.
You're right.
I don't need an AR-15.
Right.
I don't need a weapon that has a magazine that can hold 300 rounds.
Yeah.
You don't need that to protect yourself or your family.
Yeah.
The only people that keep that stuff are these nuts like this guy.
But this is the thing that I'm saying. Everybody's not reading the legislation, and that's a great point. That's a great point. But this is what the media does to mislead you too as well. Is that you're absolutely right. It is more about the capacity of the like you said, the capacity of the magazines, the type of guns that are out there. But the issue is all of that is thrown under the rug, and what happens is to get people to come out and vote, it just ends up being an infringe on your rights, right? Because we're not addressing
the narrative that Republicans push.
You guys
is that they're coming for your guns. That's not true.
Yeah,
so go ahead, Phil.
Yeah, I didn't want to get. Every time we get on the topic, we do get deeper than what we want to get deep on, because that's actually a discussion that we should have as a topic as well. You know what I mean? In the coming weeks as well. You know what I mean? Because there is a lot to be said about that. There is a lot to be researched as far as, the legislating and all that type of stuff of why this thing is happening. But we do want to say, you guys, this guy, I think he's still on the loose or whatever. Here's a picture of him, Robert Card or whatever, so, keep a lookout, you know what I'm saying, and be alert in those areas or whatever, especially in places with a big group of people or whatever. So this guy's still a suspect. He's still on the loose, and we definitely want to make sure, that you got, those that's in the main, try to stay as safe as possible. All right. But that's that one, man. All right, so here's another one. I don't know, and this is you guys, and we're giving these two, it's just like quick news events that's going on. So if you guys are watching or whatever, we will be getting into the main talk. So stay tuned or whatever, and continue to, like I said, subscribe and everything. This, you guys, my mother is a whore. What Blueface said about his mom, disrespecting her. Telling her that, telling people that she's a whore, and, that she's basically, sleeping with all these guys for money. And then she ended up with a guy that's broke, that don't have nothing or whatever. You know what I mean? And I don't understand the disrespect behind it. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, I understand if you understand, if you're upset with your mom. You don't like your mom. You know what I mean? But this person brought you into this world. You wouldn't be who you are. You wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her. So if anything, you can keep that private, not to the public, about your mother. That's deep. You know what I'm saying? And even if the mom is having issues and jealous about who you're with, and it was this big thing about the ring that she has or whatever, compared, he talked about let's compare rings and stuff like that or whatever, because with the ring that his wife has as opposed to the one that she has, this part right there is kind of like, if you want to jokingly talking about a ring and compare, that's a different thing. But to call your mother a whore is the most disrespect from these young cats, man, that I don't understand. What do you guys think?
I don't have no comment on that kind of shit. I don't lie. You talking about running shit? That shit, I got short and shit. That nigga's a goofy, man.
Yeah.
Every 2 weeks he doing some new shit. That nigga's a goofy, man. I don't condone. I don't respect no shit like that. But this is my thing, y'all. This money shit is getting out of hand, bro. People get money and start acting an ass. That's really what it is. I remember when my grandma, and I hate to sound like that, but I remember my grandma used to always say, money is the root of all evil. And even though we don't know their relationship, I don't care if I hated my mama, which I don't. I love my mama dearly, bro. And I never do no shit like that.
Right.
But I never put my family business out there on TV. And that's just how I know you just a clown. You doing anything to get on news. And then these girls that you running around with, they clowns in themselves. They ain't nobody without you. So you ain't a real one either. Like, you a goofy. But this is what happens is right now, right? We talking about it. We keep talking about this clown. He's a clown, bro. Like, shit like that just let me further know. I don't claim when he from LA. I don't condone that shit. I don't care if your mom was on drugs, bro. I just don't condone that kind of behavior in front of the public. That's just lame as hell. And you just you a goofy. And so what? You got money. I'm sick of that shit too. Like, that money shit, you niggas is goofy still. Money don't do nothing but enhance the goofy nigga that you really is. And that's just what's going on. It's just starting to really show people for who they are. It's just goofies, lack of morals, no real respect. Because even like I said, even if you dislike her, you a real man or a real human being will never disrespect his mother in front of everybody else. Now, in public and private, in privacy of their own, that's between them. But once you let everybody else into it, it's just like, you corny. But he been corny though. He been corny. I think he got to do stuff, and I'm gonna let you go, Black Lil. I think he got to continue to do shit like this because he ain't never gonna make a good song again. So we also, and if I was his mama, I'd really get on his ass about that. Like,
what's the main hit, Fat Boy, that he had?
Tatiana. And what happened was, I tell my girl this all the time. He really messed up. He showed you that music. Everybody say music is not based on talent, but it is. Even these mumble rappers, even these dudes y'all don't really like, they have a certain level of talent because once you peak and you get the ears, you can consistently be that guy. But it's people like Blueface, your designers, that they first hit peaks so high that they'll never be able to match that because they're not as good. And a lot of times the song is just bigger than them as artists. Panda was just bigger than Designer as an artist.
It can be trendy or whatever. And like they said, a lot of one-hit wonders type of thing, whatever. Yeah. What'd you have real quick?
My issue is that the people today really need to stop holding a double standard. Okay. Number one, Fat Boy, you made a good point, man. You don't disrespect your mom like that, man. Regardless, like I said, you can, and I've said this before. You can love somebody and not like them.
Yeah, facts.
If you don't like your mama, that's cool, but keep her name out your mouth.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Right. Keep what you got to say in the back, because if you look. Women be out there having sex, men be out there having sex. So the whole double standard thing is messed up. I'm like, hey, do you, boo? I'm never gonna hold that against nobody because we all human. You know what I'm saying? And so if a dude stabbed 20 chicks out here, hey, he a pimp. A girl lay with 20 dudes, she a hoe.
Right.
That it don't make sense. It makes zero sense. But regardless of that, man, that's her life. You let her live her life. She done gave you life and let you help you get to where you are. Let it go, man. Stop talking about me. Just let it go.
Exactly.
All the take up for some regular. This is my thing too, and I'm gonna let you go, Fuel. All this shit to stay in the limelight and to take up for some girls you can go find down the street, bro. These are not. Now I guess I be clowning. I'm joking a little bit, but I can see if these the Drake kind of women who just be bad out this damn world. These are some of the most regular women I've ever seen in my life.
Ratchet ghetto ass, yeah.
Like, what is this? And but it's because he ain't really like people think he is. That's really all he can get.
Well, it's another thing. It's another thing with the whole social media thing, trying to stay relevant. You know, trying to stay relevant in the news. So you say something like this for people like me, we'll talk about you.
Yeah, we definitely.
But Phil, you said
it really is what it is. But you gonna also, when people talk about it, you're gonna get a mouthful of some real reality or whatever that comes with that as well. You know what I'm saying? So to disrespect someone in order just to get the clicks, you know what I'm saying? And which has been going on so much lately in the entertainment business is crazy. It's ridiculous. What was you gonna say?
But you say it's about talent. I kind of disagree on that.
I didn't say it's about talent.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't say it's about talent.
Okay, who said that they? Well, you said they have to have some kind of talent.
No,
that was me. That was me.
Oh, that was you. Okay, fat boy. My
the
bad.
reason why I said it's some kind of talent.
But let me finish that off real quick.
Of likeness or some type of something, because he's approving that.
I'm gonna tell you now, fat boy and Fuel. You know this like I know this. It ain't about talent. It's about being at the right place at the right time.
That's true.
Because look, when you moved to Minneapolis and you moved to Atlanta, it was a matter about being in the right movement at the right time.
True.
Because we grew up with people. Man, I grew up with people that was in my church that could sing their ass off.
Right. But
they never made the right connections, the right moves. I know people way more talented than people that are out here today.
For sure. I get
but
that.
But they was never in the right place at the right time.
Right.
Okay, I get what you're saying on that part.
Letta.
Yeah.
Hey, also, Letta, before I read this comment real quick, I know that you're in I think I'm in your Facebook group chat or something like that. Can you post that what it is so people can also follow on there as well, and then also make sure you share as well on there too. She said, exactly, fat boy, why would any female want to even be with him once he's done something that disrespectful? But he disrespect his women too.
They
you know
like
what I mean?
Goofy
But that goes to show the what's the word? That goes to show how much respect these women have for themselves. That's with you, because
they have low self-esteem, sir.
That's the word I'm looking for.
That's
low
self-esteem.
Because when it comes to something like that, when you talk to your mama any kind of way and put it out for the world to see, what you think is going to happen to you? What you think is going to happen to you as soon as he disagree with what's going on, or you say something out of line or whatever? What do you think is going to happen to you? Come on, ladies, y'all got to think, man.
But it's because
that shit. You know what I mean?
Because they can't go on a date to Starbucks. They can't see.
What's up, Daisy? Daisy, we good to see you again. Good to see you.
Hey, Daisy.
Hey, Daisy.
You follow my business page? Yes, Crown.
Yes, that's Crown Printing.
Crown Printing.
That's Carletta.
You know what? And it's weird because
I've been telling you that.
I know, but sometimes she comes on as Crown Printing, and then sometimes she come on as Letta. And I don't know. You be changing on this. I know you do, girl. I know you do.
Well, she got a business profile and a personal profile.
That's what's up. That's all good. I just wanted to make sure, you know what I'm saying, because too, I want to give love to her, her business as well. You know what I mean? So that's what's up. All right. Y'all ready?
I'm ready, man.
Y'all ready for this? Y'all, I don't know why I'm excited to talk about it.
Hey, you want to do history and blackness first?
You want to get into that first? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and get it out the way.
Done real quick.
That's a good call. That's a good call. All right. History in Blackness with our boy Fat Boy. What we got today, man?
This week we got the one and only Bill Russell, y'all, for History in Blackness. I chose Bill Russell. Of course, he's an iconic member. He just passed last year. But born February 12, 1934 in West Monroe, Louisiana. He died July 2022 in Mercer Island, Washington. A legend, played 17 seasons with the and I'm gonna go back and count for sure. With the Boston Celtics. Probably the most winningest player in the history of the game with 11 champions. Because
I know you got 7 rings.
The Celtics, no, he got 11. But the Celtics franchise have 17 rings. Bill Russell has 11 of those rings. So Bill Russell was so dominant. They talk a lot about Wilt Chamberlain and his scoring dominance. But what they don't talk about is Bill Russell's defensive dominance, and he's the real reason why Wilt Chamberlain, that same year, Wilt Chamberlain averaged 50 and 50.
Yeah.
Bill Russell went home with the championship. That's how cold Bill Russell was. And so a lot of Bill Russell is the real reason why they record offensive boards. They record block shots as well, because he has a list of stats that nobody was able even to that they didn't even record. So even the stats that we see now, he probably got another 1,000 more blocks and another 1,000 rebounds because of what he did. He's the creator. Him and Red Auerbach is the creator of the fast break offense. Before Bill Russell and KC Jones, I want to say for sure. But before them, there was no such thing as a fast break. He was one of the first bigs to take it off the rim, put it on the floor, get it to the point guard, and run the floor and score. In turn, took basketball to a whole new level. What he's mostly known for is his advocacy and his stands during the civil rights era. He played for one of the most racist cities in the nation, and Boston. They don't really like black people like that at all. Still to this day.
Wow.
That's why when I'm a sidebar, but when Mark Wahlberg, it came out about him with the little racist stuff, I said, shit, he kind of inherited that. He kind of got a baby pass from me, because I'm like, you from Boston, they damn near all racist. So he grew up like that. I ain't giving him an excuse. It's just it was in him until he learned different. So but Bill Russell was one of them people where, in the shout out to Red Auerbach, there was a situation where they went to one of those small towns. They had a game, and they refused to let Bill Russell stay in a hotel. Bill Russell said, well, shit, I ain't standing there. And he went to stay on the bus. Well, Red Auerbach, being the gentleman that he was, they did that to Bill Russell. So he said the whole team not staying there, and they all end up staying on the bus and drove to another city. There was also Bill Russell, Jim Brown, Muhammad Ali, who stood together. Where they stood with Muhammad Ali when he took his stance against the Vietnam War. Bill Russell, Jerry West, Elgin Baylor were the first ones to strike for the All-Star game. They're actually the real reason why players have traveling trainers, have traveling all of the stuff that they have now. The reason why they get paid for the All-Star game. A lot of the things Bill Russell did. So he's an iconic figure and member right out of San Francisco State up here. One of the greatest to ever do it. And I just kind of went off script today because I just really wanted to kind of touch on a little bit of everything.
You got it in.
But yeah, shout out to Bill Russell.
All right. Blackness with Fat Boy. That's what's up. Man. And like I said, I'm kind of excited about this next topic because I just want to hear everybody. And I hope that some of these women tap in on this too, as far as their opinions on this list. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about the first date list that's been around the social media lately as far as first dates, and it's funny, you guys, because all this stuff started talking. Remember when we had Jamie on?
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Jamie started this shit.
We know somebody's watching us, dog, and they're getting some ideas. They just don't want to show some love, but that's okay.
Where's Jamie at? Because we really need her for this show.
Yes. But the last time I talked to her, she said she hadn't even finished her profile yet. I went on there yet. That was last week or so. So yeah, so we'll see. I don't know. Maybe she's maybe got something better going on, but we'll see. But we definitely gonna get a follow up with her. But let's start off, man, with this video, because I want y'all to. We're gonna comment on it as well as with going into this topic. So let me see if I can pull it up here.
Now I grant some of them on there, like to your house. Some of them was a little out far fetched, but most of them I didn't think was bad.
Here we go.
Finally made it. All right, I'm gonna come around and open the door for you.
Yeah, hear that?
A little bit. Go ahead.
Damn well, he ain't bring me to no cheesecake.
I seen a real video to this too.
I am not getting out this car.
Oh, unlock the door. The button right there.
It's just funny.
Is she stupid?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm trying to open the door for you.
This is a Cheesecake Factory.
Okay.
That's what I typed in the GPS. Yes.
This is a chain restaurant.
I'm sure they got more than just cheesecake.
Can you please get back in the car?
What you talking
Oh, there's more. I have to keep it going.
Women so retarded. I can't wait to get on this.
What's the problem?
This is a Cheesecake Factory.
Okay, we established that already. We not getting sponsored.
Listen, when you take a beautiful woman out, when you're courting a beautiful woman, you're supposed to treat her well, take care of her, protect her. Who takes someone who looks like this to a chain restaurant?
Who you think you look like, Beyonce? Rihanna? You average at best.
Oh, hell no.
And I know they're going to be talking crazy in the comments about that one. I come to pick you up on time. I had to wait a whole hour for you to come out. We really late. I should have just left your ass.
I didn't know work was going to take that long. And you was asking to come inside my house anyway. I don't know you like that, nigga. And if you was trying to get some ass after this date, you definitely ain't getting none.
Man, my can't even get hard at this point. A freaking honey pack and a rhino pill can't even help save me right now.
That sounds real personal.
My grandma told me about your kind, man. She told me not to mess with y'all, and I went ahead and did it because I want to give y'all a chance.
My kind?
Yes, you Jezebel.
Boy, fuck you.
Man, get out of my car, you demon.
Man, take me home. And fuck your grandma, nigga. Fuck.
Yes,
That's fantastic. This is a fucking.
Hey. First of all, let me give a shout out. Let me give a shout out to these guys that made this video, because I thought it went perfectly with what we've been talking.
Shit,
So shout out to ATYNFR1. I believe that's what it is on Instagram. Shout out to you, man, and Myra. Yeah,
shout out,
man. So good job on making a good video there, man.
I gotta jump out on this early. This how I know you ghetto as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't know no better about life when you say stupid shit like Cheesecake Factory is a chain restaurant. So the fuck is Ruth Chris?
I was just about to say Ruth Chris, bruh. I was just about to say Ruth Chris is a chain restaurant.
Because you're talking to somebody that love nice restaurants. So is STK. So is Mastro's, right?
Mm-hmm.
So is McCormick and Schmidt's. So is Tao. So is Tao. So
right.
is Katats, whatever that shit, Katanas. All this is chain restaurants. Nobu, chain restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
What are we talking? But you think, see what it is it's TV. You be hearing shit. You hear another girl say it and it sound cute. But guess what? You know who told me this? A girl told me this, because I used to say the same dumb shit like I don't do chain restaurants, because when you think of it, you think Applebee's, you think
Chili's.
Chili's. But when she broke it down to me, she like, damn near every restaurant that you've been to is a chain restaurant, because they're bubblegum shrimp. You name it, we can do this shit all day. There's only maybe I
Very
say
few.
100 restaurants that aren't. It's only one of them.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
feel me? And it's for that area, right? Or it's for that state. You know what I'm saying? But one of my favorite spots is called Bus Boys and Poets. They got 7. It's like 5 of them. Now it's only 5 of them on the East Coast. You get what I'm saying? But it's 5 of them nonetheless. LA Prime, because I'm giving y'all all real nice restaurants, right? So I ain't mentioned the cheap motherfucking restaurant yet, but it's just this mentality that we have to,
and that's what we're talking about. That mentality.
Women continue to perpetuate it because off of a fucking post like this, right? And it goes back to something that Black Liz said on the episode with Jamie on understanding. She didn't even get that he understood. He was really ready to date in the sense of he understood that his wife had just gotten out of a relationship. He knew that she may not be comfortable with doing a night dinner. You feel me? So he took the executive decision and took her to coffee. Now, was he being cheap? No. He understood the situation. Has he took her to other places? Absolutely. I'm pretty sure he's taken her to nice restaurants. But this is how you miss out on a good man when you go by dumbass lists. Because that's just like me saying I only date girls with big butts and big butts and big breasts. It's the same stupid shit in the world. But we can go. Y'all go ahead with it, and then I'll double back.
The thing is, I know you. The thing is, this is the thing. You know, and this is the only part that really eats me up the most is we're talking about a first date.
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 That's
number one.
That's what's killing me. Yes, is
first date.
First date.
I don't even know if I like you.
Right. Before someone even try to see if
I don't even know you.
If your vibes, exactly. If your vibes,
I don't even know you to like you.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And for someone to have the mentality or the disrespect of a other person that basically want to find, somewhere nice and decent for you to either vibe or whatever, then, you don't deserve to be with me. You don't deserve to go out. You know what I'm saying? It's because you sitting here and feel like nobody's saying that you're not worthy. But let me find out. Let me see how worthy you are, and let me treat accordingly. And if what I'm treating to you as accordingly is not what's worthy for you to have, yes, fine. Go about our separate ways. Now let's go real quick, man, on this list. I'm gonna pull up this list for you guys, and we're gonna go down this list because I want to say too, and I know she might be listening, but I went on the first date bowling, and we had a ball.
Bro, let me tell you, bro.
Hold on. So when I seen this on the list or whatever, I was kind of like, hold on, this has got to be straight out ridiculous. Can y'all see the list too? Yeah, without you'll see us. So we got Cheesecake Factory being the first one of all. Let me first of all say, and I'm gonna let you guys
slap you to sleep because Cheesecake Factory fire.
Boy, that shit slaps. Y'all stupid as hell.
What y'all talking about?
That shit slaps.
No, jambalaya, the jambalaya, Jamaica. What is it? Jambalaya, the combination jambalaya.
They got a shrimp and chicken pasta.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying? It's fire. You know what I'm saying? And regardless on it, whether it be in a chain or not, the point is it good food? Is it good? You know what I'm saying? That type of thing or whatever. So we're gonna go with that. Let's start with that. What you guys want to say? Go ahead, Liv.
I'm gonna say Cheesecake Factory is good, and they a good restaurant.
Liv reading the list.
Like I said, man, I've had first dates where you meet somebody in a park or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because you want to get to know what's going on, and I keep it a buck. If I was a woman, nigga, I wouldn't want to go nowhere with you at dark.
Mm-hmm.
No, for real.
You know what I'm saying? For real.
She can't deserve to take herself there, but wants him to stop it.
I agree, Carletta.
Yeah.
Bruh,
but Carletta ain't a lot like you.
Hey, fat boy. I know y'all heard about the dude that was killing chicks off of the dating apps, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's the shit I'm talking about.
Because you be trying to go to Bossa Novas every goddamn day.
Exactly.
The only ones I refuse to go to for a first date is his house, unless we've known one another and a while and ended up dating. True, exactly.
But look, I keep it a buck. I keep it a buck. I wouldn't take a chick to IHOP.
No.
I wouldn't take a chick to Denny's.
No.
I wouldn't go to a buffet.
No.
I wouldn't go to a gym, a church.
No.
I would do Starbucks. I did Starbucks. I would do a coffee date. Ice cream date. I could see nothing wrong with that if it's a summer day.
And if you guys are cool with sports, if she likes football and I like football,
exactly.
How you not want to go to a sports event? Why would
because
they?
This is a list. This is a list based on this. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. This is a list based on women's selfishness, the new era women's selfishness. This ain't got nothing to do with any of that. Because right now, there are top chefs that work at Cheesecake Factory. We ain't gonna just slide on Cheesecake Factory. Me and my buddy was just talking about this on how the good thing about Cheesecake is it's one of those restaurants where it ain't super expensive, but it's a nice ambiance. It's a great environment, and the food is pretty good. You getting at least 3-star. Like Drake say, why you do that shit at Cheesecake? I love to go there. Like Drake, even like everybody love to go to damn Cheesecake. But
well, wait a minute. Apparently these hoes don't.
Well, yeah, apparently.
I'm real curious as to because. As you see, it said here's a list of places women absolutely refuse to go to on the first date. And thank you ladies for who reached out to me. Who are these ladies who reached out to you? And I appreciate you posting this. What was that, Makisha?
I want to
always got to show love for whoever posted, and we can able to talk about. So I don't want to.
Miss Campbell, stop that shit.
I talked about this list last night in bed with my wife, and she looked at this list and she was like, "Who did this?"
A bunch of ratchets trying to get took in the. First of all, I'm gonna tell you this. I love Drake, I clown with it, but I blame them motherfuckers. I blame these dudes who have have placed sex on such a high pedestal that they'll do anything for it. Because a lot of time these women are thinking that men are really showing interest in them because they're taking them to these really nice restaurants. But when all actuality, he just trying to get you in your drawers. So it's really not what you think it is. And it makes it bad for the next man because they think that all men are supposed to do this if he really interested in you. If he really interested in you, like these gentlemen said, I don't really know you like that. I kind of need to get to know you. Applebee's don't seem bad. Cheesecake don't seem bad. Like he said, I'm not gonna take you to IHOPs unless I do, because I'm infamous for what I call day dates, long day, all day dates, where we can start with breakfast, we go do an event, we do lunch, we go get dressed, and then we do dinner. Now, in that case, we may hit a Denny's or something, but I don't really fuck with Denny's anyway unless it's close, the one by us right here. But for the most part, a lot of these dates are chances to get to know people, right? An ice cream date is not a lot of noise. A lot of time in restaurants, you either watching the girl take pictures of it, because I really do this. You either watching the girl take pictures of the food, or she just so smitten by the environment that you don't really even get to talk to her. When you talking about Starbucks, when you talking about a coffee date or ice cream date, I'm not sure about the family function. I'm just anywhere where you can
Who the hell taking somebody to a family function on the first date?
Yeah, I know some dudes will. I know some dudes that will. Yeah,
let's say this. Listen, there are some things on the list that you probably, that even I don't think is I agree with, you wouldn't go to, like you said. No. Church, you wouldn't go to church first date or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't go to the. I mean, I think you can meet up at the gym sometimes if y'all. It depends if y'all into that. If y'all into sports or whatever.
What if I'm a deacon?
What
if I'm a deacon and I want you to come hear me speak?
But if you're a deacon and you want to hear her speak or whatever, and then you still have to have that first initial meetup somewhere before you actually invite somebody to your church.
How do you even know? How do you even know if she's religious?
Exactly.
You don't know her.
Yeah, you don't have. You have to know. You have to get in that conversation. Of course,
right.
At the time.
You don't know her.
Family function definitely
no.
ain't my family function.
I'm not introducing you to my family on the first date.
And so we get that. Movie night. Netflix and chill. Not
the first date.
Nah, that's down. That's after we done hit.
Because you already know we're going to hit it. You come to me first.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It is.
You know what time it is if I invite you to the crib for Netflix.
What it says somewhere that requires a long drive. I don't know, long drive.
Depending on where you live.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, you should be meeting each other somewhere and meeting halfway or something or whatever when you first,
I agree.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If y'all live,
I don't know, y'all, because when I'm first dating, I gotta kind of, I don't know about that yet. I'm on the fence about it.
No, I'm
on
not,
and the reason why I say that, hold on.
anywhere.
The reason why I say that is I'm on the fence about the meetup. I met up with my girl, right? I don't mind it, right? I met up with the woman I have now. I met up with her, but I'm usually against it first date because that's how you get your ass flaked on. So I'm always into pull, like I'm gonna come get you for this first date, and then you can meet me any other time. But for the first date, it's a thing of mine where I'm pulling up. I gotta pull up and get you.
Well,
because at least I know you coming.
Not even that though.
That's how it was originally.
It depends on the distance, depends on the time, and it depends on the respect that the woman allows or whatever, or want or whatever when it comes to that. Because sometimes women don't feel safe enough to do the first date.
Exactly.
And I agree with. Now I understand that.
So
I understand that.
So sometimes it's, what I'm saying, it's just having that conversation and being on the same page when it comes to a first date. And that's basically, like I said, the young lady I've seen the first date was at a bowling alley. You know what I'm saying? And we had a ball. You know what I'm saying? So when I see that on the list, I was like, who the hell even thought about this list? You know what I mean? Because it depends on what it is and the communication you have. Now, this is what I need to say for us fellas.
Exactly, Miss Myers. You got it right.
Find out, you know what I'm saying, what this woman is about and what you like or whatever through y'all conversations before you go on that first date.
That's usually the best part.
And don't assume what she wants, because obviously if you say we're going somewhere and you just pull up somewhere, then you didn't really try to learn about this woman before you pulled up to this place. You see what I'm saying? In other words, if obviously, like for instance, that video, obviously you didn't tell her that we're going to Cheesecake Factory for her to have the attitude and say, nah, I want to go to do a Cheesecake Factory.
Supposed to tell her that I'm take you on a date?
I'm saying, before you go somewhere, let her know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only way to eliminate this type of BS or whatever, is to basically let somebody know up front what you're doing. Let's get the comments real quick, you guys. I did this one already. The only one I refused. I know, right?
I gotta see if we go to the family function or some shit like that. But I gotta tell you, I'm taking you to cheesecake.
That's Mom's.
Okay. You need to agree.
Mom's comment said, that was hilarious. What has reality TV done to the sisters? These sisters are shallow, have never dated and treated themselves to a nice restaurant. Ooh-wee. Yeah, that's what I have to say.
First of all, when they do go, hey, mama, first off, when they do go to nice restaurants, they don't do shit but buy appetizers any damn way. Yeah. So we gonna.
Why would I go to a nice restaurant by myself, man? I ain't that lonely.
She said that public. She would meet in public and she'd be driving herself or whatever. Okay. It's true. Field bowling is a great date. Thank you. I thought so. I thought it was
bowling is a great date.
Now, if she didn't bowl, like if we had a conversation and she didn't bowl, then it would be a horrible date, because it's kind of like she ain't enjoying herself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just enjoying myself. And that's not cool. But we had the discussion before we even left, especially for someone first or whatever. And we met up. We didn't, I didn't go pick her up or whatever. We met up.
So my question still comes down to, if y'all going on a first date, why have y'all not, y'all had to have spoken before this first date happened.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you should know what she's down with and kind of what she's not. If you don't, what the hell have y'all been talking about? You know what I'm saying?
True.
What have y'all been talking about? Cheesecake, y'all. I would never be.
You can tell by a conversation if a woman is bougie.
1 million percent.
You can tell by the conversation, because the conversation is going to involve
you paying for something,
places or restaurants, or the purse she has, how she dressed, the friends that she have. You know what I'm saying? You ask about their friends. You ask to see, what kind of circle that she's in or whatever, that type of thing or whatever. And that's basically what it is. It's always the conversation before. In other words, before you even go with anything off of this list or whatever, having the conversation in hand at first. You know what I'm saying? And you wouldn't have that problem. Nobody had that problem, and none of y'all probably would be going on
I
these.
ain't gonna lie to y'all. I've never had that issue though. I've never had a bad date.
Me neither. I haven't. That's what I said. I've never
had a bad date, bro.
Like, I went hiking on the first date. You know what I'm saying?
I've never had a bad date.
Yeah, I went hiking on the first date. I've done tennis at a first date. You know what I'm saying? We've done shit like that on the first date. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, Phil, how many dates you done had, bro? You've been out here for a minute.
No,
hey, you've been single for damn near 4 years. I mean, hey, you know what I'm saying?
Damn, Phil.
Hey, look, Black Lip, before I met my girl, brother, shit, I probably was going on about 3 dates a week.
Yeah,
I am not exaggerating. Ask Fuel.
Hey,
Fat boy before my girl was a whole other animal. For real. But see, I never had that issue because Phil used to always get on me about it. I don't even go to. I ain't trying to sound bougie, but I don't even take you to. I'll take you to cheesecake. Is cheesecake around? But that ain't my first option of a date anyway. Cause I like Paul Martins, I like Mastros and all that shit anyway. So I'm like I told y'all, like I told Jamie, I love seeing women like her because I'm a Neller. Mm-hmm. Sorry, not to say it like that, but I'm a getter because now I already know what type of time. Because I'm laying out the red carpet anyway. Mm-hmm. One, because it's a part of what I do, right? Mm-hmm. Two, it's a part of what I do. So you think that you one up it, and I'm just gonna tell all these women for this list, you're gonna run into a man like myself that's waiting on you. Mm. And what's gonna happen? I'm gonna take you to them nice ass McCormick and Schmitz. If I would have, right, my old self, I'm gonna take you to these nice restaurants, and before you know it, you're gonna be naked and ashamed. Let
us say tennis for the first date. How did y'all get to talk to one another? Well, basically what it was, our conversation was also on point where we were actually talking on the phone or whatever, to the point where when we actually met up, you know, the thing was about having fun, playing tennis, and then after the tennis, we have our conversations as well, and then probably go out to eat as well. You know what I'm saying? And it was just a natural thing or whatever. You have to let things happen in a natural form, then sit here and try to force it on, you know, the situation. You know what I mean? And that's basically how it was, Leto, on the first date.
But Fat Boy, let me ask you this, bro. So, and I'm gonna keep this right in the pocket. What's the difference in paying for a high-end date instead of paying half of that and going to the massage parlor to get the happy ending?
There is no difference, and this is
exactly.
Hold on.
You touching on a whole other topic now. That's something I learned. Hold on. This is something that I learned through my transgressions, though, Black Lift.
I missed it. Give me the question.
That's a whole other question.
Get it again. I missed it. Go ahead.
What's the difference in taking a chick to a high-end restaurant and spending big money, and you can spend half of that to go to the little massage parlor and get you a happy ending plus some?
Absolutely nothing. It's actually cheaper.
Exactly.
But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day, Black Lift. I have no argument with you on that. So listen though, it's funny you said that. Now you really tapping into this list because now once a man really understand that, you probably only get Cheesecake Factory. Because when you really think about it, and it's so funny you said that. I used, men got this innate feeling, excuse me, ladies, I don't pay for this, I don't pay for sex, I don't pay for this, I don't pay for that, right? But it's like, you actually about 2,000 in a hole and you ain't smelt it. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what it looked like. She ain't gonna give it to you or nothing. But if I was 2,000 in a hole at the massage parlor, I'd be the best customer in that motherfucker for real.
You think?
Right. Let's go here.
They be calling you.
Let's go here. Mom said at Black Lift, I have been on dinners as single women and have met amazing men while out, and they end up paying for my meal. I don't feel the 5-star restaurant is not totally intimate. Exactly. A 5-star.
No, I mean, I didn't say that it's not intimate. No, I get it. A 5-star restaurant can be intimate, But at the same time, just like your son said, if he's spending that kind of money, he know what's going down later in the evening.
It's results.
As a result of said dinner.
I said dinner. No, for sure.
Let me ask you guys this. Here's a good question. Have you ever just took her out without asking or finding out what it is that that person like? Have you ever took anybody out like that at all?
I always do. First date. I mean, I'm gonna ask you what you like. I'm gonna ask you like your favorite foods and things like that. But funny part about it is my girl picked the first restaurant. She picked a Mexican restaurant. The only thing she eat is quesadillas and fucking tostadas. So she don't even like Mexican food. So I'm the one that actually like Mexican food. So I say that to say it don't always matter on that, right? I think it's if y'all really mess with each other, it could be sushi and neither one of y'all eat sushi and y'all both drink sake all night. If y'all into each other, y'all gonna find a way to make the date work. And I think that's where a lot of people failing with these lists. A Denny's date could be awesome if you truly mess with a person. You feel what I'm saying? You can have endless pancakes and shakes on him. I'm clowning this joke, but I'm being honest. Like, it can be a great date, right? Exactly. I could bring flowers. I could make this shit special. So to answer your question, most of the time, because I'm always deep into my romance bag, I ain't gonna never, I rarely ask because I'm an over exceed. I'm an over all the time. I used to have one girl when I used to do it crazy, take girls to really nice restaurants on the first date all the time. That was my thing because I knew I was gonna score. I knew I was gonna get some ass. That was it.
You were doing it with intentions.
I already knew. No, because I knew kind of this list, right? I knew what women, their mindset. So I knew that if I pulled out the carpet, I don't even have to hint towards sex. By the end of the night, it's gonna be open. She gonna want to give it up because. So are
you telling me that your thing was taking them out on expensive night because of the purpose of wanting to, tap it?
Yeah, hit.
That's what you're. No.
Okay, let me say this. It was not necessary. Because hold on. I'm gonna tell you this. It's a girl by the name of Ty that I took out and did the same thing with. But because I had a certain level of respect for Ty, I didn't get the room like I normally do. Like it used to be a domino theory. So Ty's probably the only girl that I didn't do. So I said it to say I knew the results of the day. So I didn't go out expecting it. If I got some, I got some, right? If I didn't, I didn't. I was fine with that. But I knew it's like dominoes. Once I set you up,
I knew.
I know. Once I set you up with these, once I tell you reservations at Fleming's at 9:00, you're already excited. Yeah. Once you walk in, and they hand you that digital wine list, you really geeked. Once I tell her to bring the bottle instead of the glass, you really geeked. Now, by the time we leave here, you gassed up. You ain't never ate filet mignon before. I know that. Okay, boom. But you get what I'm saying? By that time, but I said that to say, I know the results.
Your bad characteristics back in the day is why they got this list, right?
No, they bad character. No, honestly, that list is what runs them into people like me. Do you get what I'm saying? That list is what runs them into people like me.
1,000%.
Because you think it's so shallow that I'm gonna get you. See, you was better off with a man that was gonna take you to Applebee's and give you a shot. But me, I'm already lining you. Because I already know once you get the Mastros, you're gone.
Yeah.
I already know you're not gonna make it. You don't even know you're not gonna make it, but I know.
Look, I gotta tell you, Fuel. So I'm not the best person to even talk about this subject. No, because you understand, I got married at 20.
Oh yeah.
I was married for 29 years. I got divorced at 49.
Right.
Okay. At that point, my guy, I didn't even want to be in a relationship. I was using Tinder just for booty calls.
Absolutely.
And I was getting and hitting.
That was the
and then I slipped up and fell in love and got married less than a year after I got divorced. So
right.
That's how that usually happens.
All right, man. We got
That's
this
how-
Pretty much.
Usually when you a player
I
and you
see
doing
you.
wild shit, that's when you usually
Hey.
fall in love. I have no clue why.
But
this
hey,
usually
messed
what
up
happens.
Kyle feelings. Damn.
Hey, I had a first date at Applebee's bar because I wasn't really into the guy, but ended up enjoying myself so much it became a relationship. See?
Yeah.
And that can happen.
I agree.
That can happen.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me read this from Michelle Kelly. I like that Michelle Kelly.
Hold on, y'all. I got an incoming, and this is someone that basically don't want to, but she says, and I'm gonna go ahead and read this if you're watching. She says, I don't want to comment publicly, but it depends on if the intention of both people are aligned. Some women won't. Some women don't have self-respect, and if they sleep with a man right away, it goes away quickly. Men need to work for it, and women need to have self-respect. Is what she said. Did you
I'm
get
gonna
that?
tell y'all about that workforce
Why
shit.
you looking like
Mhm.
that? Why you
Because
looking
it's
like
always that shit is subject. That shit is subjectional. It's subjective. Sorry,
Mhm.
it only worked for a man that wants to work it. Because I told y'all, Fat Boy done this. I'm a lone gamer. I will wait you out 2-3 years. I got other women. I don't need to wait on your sex, but I'm gonna get it. And when I get it, I'm gonna remember the 3 years you made me wait.
But
I'm just being honest.
You're missing the point that she's made. She said it depends on if the intention of both people are aligned.
Right.
People. So say for instance, like you said, Fat Boy, when you was taking them to these fancy dinners or whatever, you know what I'm saying? They would probably already align to the fact they was gonna sleep with you anyway.
Of
You see what I'm
course.
saying? The intentions were aligned. You know what I'm saying? It was aligned or whatever. It's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? So that's where I get with her point on there. Let
Go
us
ahead,
say
Black Lift. I see your face. You know,
read that one. Read that one, Lift.
It said, I had first date at Applebee's bar because I wasn't really into the guy. Nah, that's the same one, but ended up.
Oh, I'm sorry. This one.
Switch it up.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is I wouldn't be interested in going to a 5-star restaurant on the first date is because of guys like Fat Boy. He expects something later, period.
True.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's how y'all start.
Hold on, mama. It wasn't that. This is the thing, though. This was my gift. I'm about to give y'all some game.
It was your gift?
This was my gift in life.
It was your game.
I wasn't expecting it.
Uh-huh. You wasn't.
I could have took it or leave it. I'm just gonna lay out the red carpet and let you trip yourself up. Now you fall in this bed, That's on you. But I was also okay with you saying, hey, I have standards, right? Or not even fuck the standard part, because I feel like I also feel you say, hey, I'm not into that. I kind of make guys wait. I'm into that. Shit, cool. We can go hang out somewhere else and that was really my gift, because that's why girls liked me, because that's what made them want to give it up anyway, because I wasn't pressuring them to give it up. So I kind of take that back, Mama. I wasn't really expected it. I just knew how to get it. And I say that to say I knew how to get it because I know women base a lot of their thoughts on lists like this, right? So I kind of used their mindsets against them without them knowing that I know what's going on.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
But no, this is the thing too. That understanding women is they know what's going on.
Of course they know. They want to get laid anyway.
They know what's going on.
Yeah,
that's why I said. Now your intention could have been the whole romance to get it, but her intention was to
be romanced.
What you're given and do what she want to do, because now she's real special by that. You know what I'm saying? So the intentions or whatever really was
still mutual.
Which
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying now. I get that.
Okay, so Michelle says, hubby and my first date was Cheesecake Factory. I still made him wait 90 days. I have standards and regulations for myself. Okay. But I have a question for that.
Okay.
Ms. Kelly.
And not trying to knock your husband.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think that, I'm trying to be as delicate as possible.
Go ahead.
Do you think that you were the only one he was seeing within those 90 days that you made him wait?
Oh, that's a whole
nother topic, Black Lift. You're gonna get somebody in trouble on here.
Look, I'm simply asking the question.
Do she think? Well, it depends on what they was doing those 90 days. You know, So those 90 days could be, they spend a lot of time together in the 90 days to where she feels secure enough to actually be on a relationship. I mean, get into a relationship with this person. You
No,
know
I
what I'm
get it,
saying?
but it only takes a couple hours to slip off and get some.
No,
Wait, I mean, that's true. That's true.
35
That's true.
35
I mean,
minutes,
that's true.
really.
That's true for
know,
anybody, though. That's
30
true for a woman.
a couple
That's
hours,
true
boy.
for a woman,
You
that's true
you
for a
Ron
female.
Jeremy a couple hours.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Nobody is dumb, stuck on stupid when it comes to sex. When at our age, you know what I'm saying? If you've been having sex for however long, unless you're or practicing celibacy or something like that, and if, even if you are not having sex with someone and you having sex with yourself, you still having sex.
Or I mean, you could he could have been coming out the other side of that whole life. You know what I'm saying? So now you know what I mean? He
When
wanna.
I met my girl, I ain't gonna lie. When I met my girl,
You came out of whole life.
I was coming right out the whole life, and I kind of definitely went.
definitely
But I'm gonna tell you what she did. Definitely was coming out of whole life.
Yeah.
I don't even want to listen. It was a different kind of hoe, y'all. It was Fat Boy was a whole different kind of animal at that time. That's a whole nother show for another time. But
coming out of whole life.
I was coming out of whole life, but I think Miss Kelly hit it on the nail. You know, I kind of talk shit about it, but it was also the standard of my girl, right? She kind of, but what she didn't understand, my girl didn't understand, because I had just came off the player life. I had never really tried to do the 90-day rule on my end either. So I kind of thought it to be interesting. I found it to be interesting to see if I could actually do it, because I had never approached any situation without sex on the brain. Do you get what I'm saying? And so it was something that she challenged me with, right? It wasn't because at first, like Black Lift said, I know how to cake and play like I'm playing in 90 days, knock down these other ones over here and do my thing. For a while, it was hard for me, but I was like, you know what? Let me see. Because she asked in the beginning, she was asking, like, well, how could you say you like me when you got 20 women and all of this? And it's like, well, I know I like you because I don't talk to the 20 women. So that's your first. That's your first.
What makes a big
that's
difference.
the first.
When you stop talking to everybody else, you're into that person that you with. Period. Exactly.
So that was my issue with my girl. Like I never had that problem. So yeah.
Let us say that I personally feel like while I'm making a guy wait for my cookie, I'm not going to worry about what else he's doing sexually.
And that right there is the perfect attitude to have.
Pimping.
You cannot know. I used to tell people this. I told you, y'all know I work for the railroad, right? And I used to travel. I was gone all the time, and everybody would ask me all the time, man, you ain't worried about your wife doing this or doing that or doing that? I'm like, no. Why do I worry about what I can't control?
That's a fact.
That makes zero sense.
But it's definitely gonna come out if something happens. It's gonna come out.
And it did. So
some people last longer than others or whatever, but it will come out eventually. It will come out. You guys, I got another inbox here. I got people don't want to be on here and comment, but
come on, don't be scared. We ain't gonna hurt you.
Actually, this one is one of our girls. We know. I mean, one of our regular listeners, Diane. She says, Maestro's, he's funny. She said he's funny. I've been taking my daughter to Maestro's for years. She's grown up with it, and as a grown-up adult, she will be like her mom. Oh, mom. So she said, like old mom? I don't know what old mom, but man, like her mom, I guess. I'm ordering from Maestro's. You want something?
I do.
The restaurant?
I do. I do. I swear I do. I want a lobster mac and cheese, and I want a porterhouse.
The thing is, cultured women are looking for the fabric of a man, what he's about. That's what she said. The thing is, cultured women are looking for the fabric of a man, what he's about.
Tell her. We absolutely do want some damn Mastros over here. I need the lobster mac with the porter.
I know, right? So, go ahead and put in that order or whatever for me.
Yeah. and mom say it's possible. Many men are willing to wait, especially if he's into her. And I totally agree.
I agree.
I look. I'm not saying that those type of men don't exist.
No,
because they do.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that
it's rare.
It's kind of is kind of rare because there are more women out here than men.
That's just that's
It's
just
a
the
fact.
scientific fact. That's
It's a statistical fact here in America.
Right.
I'm just
hey, true. Hey, you listen. You didn't come here with this information, Black Lift. You just bringing them to it. Hey,
I'm just stating the facts.
That's stating facts. You just
Okay.
it's already there in black and white.
Mom said, "Let's don't y'all wait a minute. Hey y'all, don't get me wrong. Don't mind being wine and dine, but like the sister said, we have to be aligned. And first date, being able to see who is behind this money, exactly. You know, and that's really all it really does. That makes sense. You know, so good comment from the caller on that as well. And that's really what it really comes down to, and it really breaks it down, man. And we can probably pretty much wrap this up with that.
That's it.
We can wrap this up with that because, like I said, this list, you guys, that we got up here. Oh, I didn't mean to block you. But yeah, this list
Throw
that we
that shit
got.
in the trash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
like you said, Fuel, I would really hope that there was some communication at the beginning to decide where you two meet up. Period.
I don't think I've ever been bold enough. Yeah.
But this is my
I
thing.
don't think I've ever been bold enough to just, like talk to someone on the phone and not at least suggest something or see what that person like in order for me to go somewhere or meet you somewhere. I can't just go, hey, we're going to go out for dinner, and she just be like, oh, okay. Where we, without saying where we going, you know what I'm saying? And that's your first date.
That's even if you talk on the phone, bro. These chicks text all day.
Yeah, they ain't
That part.
talking.
You got it in writing, my guy. I mean, okay, I got it in writing. No Cheesecake Factory, no Applebee's, no Chili's. Okay.
Those are my favorite. I ain't gonna lie. I love the girls that created this list.
All right, thanks, man.
They become bowling balls. I mean, bowling pins. I knock them all down. I swear to you, I do. I swear to you, I do.
Right.
That's the reason why I'm in a relationship now, because I'll be in trouble with the Cheesecake Factory listers.
Yeah. We getting let's see. So we can you guys, we want to get into emotional safety, or we want to get into the 50 the body count. Which one y'all want to get into? Because we running close on time.
I don't never really cared about the body count.
Yeah, the body count. I don't worry about that.
Okay, so let's go with emotional safety, and that's basically about men need to be needed and stay where he's appreciated.
Did we get a
and
clip?
they'll stay where
I got a clip for this. We got a clip for this, don't we?
Yes, sir. Let me find it here.
I definitely love this topic because I think that there's this misconception, and men do too. We kind of we so damn tough. The shit is starting to kill us. Because we don't express our emotions, so we don't create our own place for emotional safety. Right? We so damn tough. We don't express the shit that really grinds our gears, the things that really affect us. And I think that before they can create and establish an emotional safety for us, I think as men we have to start to stop acting like shit don't bother us.
True.
Like it just, a man. I'm so sick of this. What a man is shit. Because what a man is the reason why we die before women. I'm so sick of this. What a man's supposed to be is why we die of ulcers and prostate cancers and all these damn diseases, because we holding all of these things in and we're not addressing our true emotions because some idiot told us when we was little boys that real men don't cry, real men don't show emotions. That's bullshit, because what happens is you become an emotional powder keg that is going to explode. But come on, pull that video up.
Well, I had a thought, but I lost it.
he go long a little bit, fat boy. Sometimes I'll be like, man, what was I thinking? Damn, I can't even remember.
I had a good thought too.
Hey, look, man, I got a notepad now, man. I gotta write stuff down.
Gotta write it. Hey, no, that's why I said I gotta write it down.
I gotta write it down before I forget it.
All right, here we go, y'all.
Men don't be emotionally safe either. We usually hear the emotionally safe conversation comes from women, but men require emotional safety also. It's just not a perpetual, consistent necessity because men need to be needed more than anything. And if you realize how much you really need him, then appreciation is a byproduct of necessity. That's why the things that you take for granted get taken from you. That's why men need to be needed. Men go where they're needed, they stay where they're appreciated. And when you're dealing with a lower level man, he'll go where he's wanted and he'll stay where he's needed. But when you're dealing with like higher levels of men, the higher the quality of the men, he'll go where he's needed and he will stay where he's appreciated. If you don't appreciate him, knowing that you need him, he won't stay. Even if he knows for sure that you need him, but you don't appreciate him, he won't stay. Depending upon how high the quality of man is. When you're dealing with a lower quality of man, when you're dealing with a lower level man, when he's vibrating on like, just the fundamental frequencies, they usually stay where they're needed. But when you're dealing higher up, they stay where they're appreciated, no matter what the need is.
Yeah.
A lot of times men don't be emotionally safe either.
Bad. Let me stop it.
Yeah, I thought that video was as good as it was. Yeah, she was dropping jewels, wasn't she?
Exactly.
She was really dropping jewels.
Yeah,
she said some deep shit.
That's some real facts right there. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't appreciate the person that they're with. You know what I mean? And a lot of men are feeling like that they're, when they're not appreciated, is why they go astray. Period. That's how we do. We go astray because obviously, and I'm probably one of the first one to vouch for that because I was in a relationship, my last relationship, long relationship that I was in, and I did everything. You know what I mean? I did, everything basically a man is supposed to do, taking care of the household and stuff like that. You know what I mean? We were on the same page financially like that. So it was kind of like other things came into play as far as their emotional actions and how they appreciated me or not appreciated me or whatever. And I started feeling that. And then once you start feeling that, you're just basically going to be like, I'm going to go somewhere where I'm appreciated, And I hate to say this to a lot of women, that, especially our Black women that says, why you got to go to another race or whatever. It's because that person is appreciated over there. And that's the real fact. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what you guys got.
Go ahead, Black Lip. Go ahead, because I'm gonna go long on those.
We're gonna go super long. I totally agree with that. And to be honest, just like Fuel said, that's why I cheated in my first marriage. Because as we grew apart. And I felt like I was being just basically taken for granted. And I'll be dead honest with you. When I was out here on the road and, I went to a bar and I hooked up with somebody or something like that, she appreciated me more than my wife did.
For sure.
And I didn't do nothing for her, but you know what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I'm saying? I did nothing, but she just appreciated that I was there and I was listening to her and I was talking to her. And like they basically made me feel wanted. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily only needed, but they made me feel wanted. And that was very, very important to me. Which is why before I moved into this next marriage, I had, like I said in previous discussions, I had to make sure that I was right. And I was secure within myself before I moved on to something else and like basically repeated my same mistakes. But yes, that she is exactly right.
Oh, go ahead, Fabio.
I agree. No, y'all said everything anyway. No, I agree, man. I think I just agree with her, man. I agree with what she said. I think that it's the biggest issue in a relationship. I think that goes back to what I was saying in the beginning. I think we kind of responsible for it because we so used to being a protector and provider of the family that it's our job, and so we don't look and seek for appreciation. But I think that she said a cold jewel. She said men. She said what she said. They stay where they go where they need it, but they stay where they're appreciated. And I think that's the key. I think that was the biggest jewel that she left there. They stay where they're appreciated. I think that a lot of women do not think that they appreciate. Sometimes a lot of women don't appreciate what they have because the world is so small. I think that it's hold on. The entitlement of what you're supposed to be and what a man is supposed to be. Plus, I think just because the world has become so small, you see, quote unquote, what other men are doing for their women, and you're not putting in context what their relationship is like. Do you get what I'm saying? So you got a lot of other things pulling women different which ways, plus the entitlement that already comes with being a woman. And plus on top of the men not really having standards, right? The last 5 years, men start having standards, right? This some new shit we talking about, y'all. So it's kind of hard for women. That's where you get the list and all of those things because they don't have appreciation for good men. Right, so I have to level you, or I have to balance you on what you can do for me.
But then, like you said, boy, the last 5 years, it has been to a point where men have been getting more emotionally attached to their feelings, or
emotionally intelligent. Absolutely,
you know what I'm saying, to what's going on with them, and to have someone or whatever and to appreciate them or whatever is the only way that they're going to get through it. You know what I mean? Or the only way that your relationship is really going to survive or whatever. The one thing that I wanted to say too about women, not about women, but to the women, because of the, how can I put it? Influence they can have on their man. You can appreciate that man, and that man being busy because of your appreciation is going to make you last a lot longer than just basically thinking that he should do it because he's the man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all follow me? You know what I mean? It's kind of like if you show that appreciation, it's going to go so far, ladies. If you show, and it don't even have to be a lot. It could be the little things. It don't even take a lot for us. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to go out and take.
Can a brother get a sandwich or something? Damn.
It could be a sandwich. It could be something. You know what I'm saying? The one thing that I did like about my ex, man, is like I could be chilling and whatever, and she comes in with a plate. And I know plate of food, as we know how we are. You know what I'm saying? They come with that plate of food. We might not show you how happy, but inside, we happy as a mother.
Excited. So excited.
Yeah,
so excited.
She can cook now. She can't cook. I'm like, I don't want this Saudi shit.
No, for real.
If you know what I'm saying, or whatever. It's little things, you guys. It's little things or whatever. You know what I'm saying. We had another comment real quick.
Damn, that's
she said,
that's why I was see. I looked over to the right. I was reading.
Yeah. I have a male friend that says he's completely happy in his marriage, except sexually. His wife doesn't make him feel wanted. She never says no, but doesn't initiate.
Hey, Carletta, you better stay away from that man. He looking at you. Damn it. Because let me tell you something. That's why he's telling you. He's shooting this shot early. Because listen, she on borrowed time, Carletta. She hanging on by the hair on her chin, if she has any. But no.
But Letta, what you said is an oxymoron. He can't be completely happy if he don't feel wanted.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
He's not completely happy.
Not completely happy.
He's bro. I'm telling you right now, bruh's looking for an out.
And you and Letta Joe.
And my thing is the whole thing about she doesn't initiate. Of course, I mean, regardless of her never saying no, cool. But that's just like going to work every day. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody trying to do a job. You know what I'm saying? Look, and regardless of what men say, somebody want a little cuddling, a little, you know what I'm saying? You want a little bit of tenderness.
Yeah.
You know, somebody wants you to walk up and grab the thing and pat them on the butt or something.
You want to
But
be
if you're not doing that, then you don't feel wanted.
They want to feel appreciated. You know?
No, they want to feel wanted. They want to feel sexy too.
Yeah. Small gestures go a long way. That's what Mom said.
Yeah.
And then trust me, I stay clear. I gave up married men a long time ago.
Listen, Carletta, you better stay. Yeah, you better stay clear of this man. Because listen,
hey, Carletta, you one of the only ones, girl. Because I know a lot of them out here that's taking married men.
Right,
by the bundles,
by the box,
boatloads of married men,
boatloads. Hey, because they can't tell on each other, so it's all good.
Yeah, no, can't nobody tell on nobody, so everybody good.
Right.
No, for real, no, stay clear though. That's what you need to do.
Yeah, stay away
because
from that.
I say that to say, he's shooting his shot.
Right.
That's all I gotta say. He's shooting his shot at you.
He's dropping that chum in the water. He's trying to see who's gonna bite.
At you, and he's seeing it, and I could tell the way with that statement. A lot of men ain't gonna tell a woman that either two things: y'all really close, or y'all really close and he like you.
True.
It's probably y'all really close and he like you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he wants to see what you will say.
Yeah.
He wants to see if
when
you're going to continue to.
I'm not getting something at home or whatever. He's waiting on your response.
He's waiting on that response.
Your response. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as that little flirtation comes through, oh yeah, he's there. He's on it.
Okay, he's shooting blanks that way. That's what she said.
Yeah, I know. That's good. I'm glad he's shooting blanks.
Okay, cool. don't take that. Don't take that after work drink request.
Do not go hanging out with James. I'm supposing his name is James. Don't go hanging out with Mr. James.
James, Julio, whatever. Don't do it.
Stay away from James.
Stay away from Julio.
James ain't playing. James first of all, James trying to get out of there.
Yeah,
James is not sexually happy. First of all, let me tell you this. James ain't nowhere near completely happy.
Right.
Let me throw that out there, Carletta. James ain't nowhere near completely happy. Completely is over here, and happy is over here for James.
And
the two different parts of his life.
Some people just want their cake and eat it too as well. You know what I'm saying? Like he can
no doubt.
He could be happy or whatever, but he still wants to get her. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing.
Oh, he could be trying to shoot his shot to get Miss Letta Joe.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. But anything, hey. Next time you talk to him, let him know that your boy is from Reasons.
Hey, Reasons said we owning you, James.
You know
we owning you, James. I done gave you a name. Your name, James. Now,
that's your name.
All right,
we owning you, James.
That's what's up. All right, man. Hey, woo! Time
Great
goes
show,
fast.
y'all.
We always. This is gonna be our regular hour and a half. What the heck? It's down to, hey, once again, you guys. You guys enjoy the show, and those that's watching that didn't comment, or those that's watching, because I seen over hundreds of people on Facebook that's been watching. I just shared this, you guys, and the others that's on YouTube. Follow us on YouTube. All right, go on and follow us on YouTube because we dropping jewels up in this piece. You know what I mean? And very good conversations. What you got, Fat Boy? Before we leave,
man, thank y'all for joining once again. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, and then send your dear brother, dear sisters to firedupbroadcasting@gmail.com. No longer than a minute, a video or audio clip. And once again, thank all y'all. Thank you to all of y'all for your comments, man. Y'all support every week. Fellas, another great show. Shout out to y'all, man. Thank y'all.
Mm-hmm. All right. What you got? What you got?
Like always, man, I just want everybody tell two friends and have their friend tell two friends and so on and so on. I appreciate everybody that commented, everybody that came in. You guys, another great show. I really like talking to y'all every week. Y'all, I came in late, but I'm glad I'm here.
Oh yeah. And also you guys, they're when you see those snippets, when y'all see Reasons or those snippets for Fired Up Broadcasting, you know what I'm saying? That's us. So share us or whatever as well on that as well. YouTube, TikTok, what else we got, y'all? Instagram, Facebook, right?
Instagram, Facebook, yep.
That's what we got. So once again, we appreciate y'all. And remember,
If they talking about you behind your back, they behind you for a reason. Peace. I love y'all.
Hey, y'all, stay on. I'll be ready.
Bye-bye.
All our illusions will disappear, and all the reasons start to fade.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Reasons, the show where you can give your reasons why you think what you feel about what we're talking about today. We should know this, man. We say no.
Dear brother, how do y'all deal with erectile dysfunction when you're in a relationship?
I wouldn't know how to do it unless I had it.
I had it.
And remember,